Why do you want this promotion? Can you confidently explain how you've grown in your role since you started? As employees, we have to be our own cheerleaders. However, advocating for yourself in the professional world is essential to career progression. Because if not you, then who? Hello and welcome back to Indeed's YouTube channel. This is the Career Tip Series. I'm Sinead and today we are going to prepare you to confidently ask for a promotion. I'm about to share 6 steps to prepare you for this conversation so that when it comes time to sit down with the decision maker, you can approach them with confidence and poise. All right, let's get started with our first step in preparing to ask for a promotion. Step number 1, reflect on what you want. Ask yourself, what am I expecting to gain from this promotion? One of the main reasons that employees work so hard towards a promotion is, of course, the promise of a salary increase. And while a promotion may come with some extra cash, what if it doesn't? Now, if you're not exactly sure what you can expect from a promotion, talk to more senior members of your company to collect their perspectives on what could be included in a new position. But what if what you really are looking for is just that salary increase? If you love your current role and what you're doing, but you feel that you have exceeded expectations, be clear in what type of support you are looking for from your management. Is it recognition that you seek? Financial compensation? Or is it just career growth? Be honest here. Remember, this is not only an investment for you, but for the company as well. If a promotion comes with the responsibility of managing people, and you know this is not something you're interested in, talk to your manager about growth opportunities as an individual contributor. Again, honesty is truly the best policy here. Let's continue to grow together professionally. Be sure to give this video a like and of course subscribe to our channel down below so you never miss out on our weekly career tips. Step number 2, research and gather components for your case. You can prepare and then prepare some more, but if you don't thoroughly conduct your research, you could find it very difficult to build your case for a promotion. Here are 3 areas to review. Salary. You definitely want to be in the know when it comes to estimated salaries for this new position. So begin by reviewing the average salary for your role, per region and industry. You can find all of this information on websites such as Indeed Salaries, Glassdoor, Payscale, or Salary.com. Current role performance. Does your department have a rubric or a role matrix that determines where you stand? If so, leverage this resource to see where you fall in terms of responsibilities, titles, and so forth. It could be that your current performance is only meeting the expectations of your role. Now, on the contrary, you may discover that you have been totally crushing it in your position, and then some, and therefore you should definitely feel confident in moving forward with your case. Seriously, you've got this. Step number 3, establish your reasoning. By now, you have reflected on what you're looking for in a promotion and conducted your research. So now it's time to build your case. Remember, keep it simple and stick to the facts. Share metrics of your success and any data that relates to how you have exceeded the responsibilities of your current role, all of which show that you're ready for more. To further prove your impact, analyze your job description and the responsibilities of your role. And then ask yourself, have you taken on more than what is expected for your role? And if so, how have you handled it? Overall, if you feel that you have really taken initiative outside of your assigned scope of work, this can give you a great justification for more pay or promotion. Then prepare examples of how you are ready to take on these responsibilities. And think of this process similar to the way in which we highlight areas of our resume using bullet points and certain phrases. You can also develop a portfolio of your solutions and services to demonstrate your ability to provide results, to ensure that someone will be able to complete your tasks when you move on to your new position. Step number 4, consider your timing. Although there really is no time like the present, consider how your timing may impact the company. You might benefit from asking for your promotion after a successful event or after a notable professional achievement. For example, Companies that have recently signed new deals or accomplished notable sales goals may now have a bigger budget that can, in part, be put towards promoting their employees, which obviously is very helpful for you who is currently seeking a promotion. Now, on the flip side, asking for a promotion in the middle of a quarter or perhaps during a budget cut only increases the chances you'll be rejected. So really consider how your company is performing, revenue-wise. Overall, has the company had a good year or has it been challenging? These factors can determine if there is a budget available for an increase in pay. So after contemplating your why, start to think of when to ask, and then move on to step number 5, prepare your supervisor. Taking initiative and asking for promotion requires you to be prepared to answer any questions your manager may have. Put yourself in the shoes of the person who ultimately has the decision-making power. Are you prepared to address all possible questions or concerns? And know that ideally, you will want to set up a meeting with your supervisor to discuss a promotion. So here's a pro tip. Make the meeting invitation title unique to the situation. Asking for promotion should be done outside of a regular one-on-one, so your manager should receive some notice to prepare ahead of time. However, if you do have an upcoming performance review, you can definitely ask about a promotion then. And if there isn't a review planned, request one. This may sound something like, "Hi Sarah, now that I've been in this role for a year, I'd like to set some time to discuss my growth with the company. Can I schedule a meeting on your calendar for early next week?" Since an in-person meeting is ideal, see if this is an option. However, if you're strictly a remote employee, you can expect to have this conversation through a video conference. Once they have agreed to meet, send them a calendar invite with the subject, name, growth discussion. And remember, your manager may not have the final say on the promotion. If that is the case, ask if there are additional team members you should meet with. Now, if your manager does have the final say and you get a no to a promotion, just know that this isn't a permanent no. Take initiative and request that they share with you any actionable steps that you can take or SMART goals. If they don't know or they need some more time to consider what you're seeking, ask for a timeline so you'll know when to follow up with them while also allowing them some time to think it all over. And then get ready for step number 6. Be ready to negotiate. So let's say a promotion looks promising, but the terms aren't fully set in stone, or you've got the promotion, but the offer isn't exactly what you were looking for. In cases like these, it's crucial to strategize on how you want to negotiate. Some may ask for a 10 to 20% increase than what they are currently making. But before you assume how much to ask for, do your research. For example, if you currently make $40,000, but you see that others in your city with a similar job title are making $57,000, you may want to consider addressing this with your manager. And if the offer still doesn't align with other similar roles, or if you had a specific amount in mind that is just not being met, be prepared to negotiate. Now, we do have an entire video on this topic, which you can check out right up here. As it relates to your career, you may have an ideal salary range in mind, and your employer may have another value in their mind for the position. So be sure to know your worth and never undervalue yourself. Conduct your salary research and find a place where you feel like you're being appropriately compensated. If you found this video helpful, please be sure to give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and of course, hit that notification bell so that you never miss out on our weekly career tips. For even more on salary negotiation, check out our playlist and dive deep with this video. I'm Sinead. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you next time.